We are looking at a true phantom titan today.
Yeah, a massive top-tier AI model just dropped out of nowhere.
For free, and nobody knows who built it.
It is completely shaking up the developer community right now.
Welcome to this deep dive. We have a truly fascinating journey ahead for you today.
We really do.
We are exploring this mysterious model known as Ox Alpha. It is a massive digital enigma.
Right, and then we will unpack our exploding digital ecosystem.
From autonomous agents writing complex code to some massive company valuations.
Like a staggering $13 billion valuation for Hugging Face.
We will also explore everyday consumer AI tools.
And, some of the recent controversies, too.
Finally, we will examine a massive breakthrough in physical robotics.
AI is finally getting a unified physical body.
The physical world really is the ultimate frontier. P-Dan, let's start with this phantom titan.
Let's do it.
The sheer scale of Ox Alpha is staggering. It appeared on OpenRouter just last week.
Yeah, it was a completely stealth launch.
It came totally out of the blue. OpenRouter explicitly states it is from an anonymous third party.
Nobody has publicly confirmed who built it yet.
Developers are definitely speculating online, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're guessing it might be Z.AI or GLM.
Some think it could be Microsoft.
Right, but there's currently no verified attribution anywhere.
The underlying specs are, absolutely insane.
They really are. It is built heavily for complex coding.
It excels at long-running agent tasks, and it handles deep reasoning beautifully.
Plus, it has a massive context window.
We define that as the memory span an AI has for a single conversation.
Exactly. And it sits at over 1 million tokens.
1,048,576 tokens, to be precise.
Think of that like holding several thick novels in its memory at once.
That is a staggering amount of recall, and its output capacity is equally wild.
It can output up to 131,072 tokens.
2-sec silence. Let's just pause on that. That means it doesn't just write a single function. It can write an entire application in one go.
Right, and it is highly versatile too.
It accepts text, images, and video as input.
It is a true multimodal system.
Meaning it processes text, images, and video simultaneously.
It also supports complex tool calling, and it handles structured outputs perfectly.
And right now, it is completely free during its preview phase.
That is honestly the wildest part of this story.
OpenCode advertised a massive pool capacity for it. We are talking up to 100 trillion tokens per day.
That is near unlimited usage for the global developer community.
The compute cost for that is astronomical. It's like someone dropping a state-of-the-art Ferrari in a public parking lot with the keys in the ignition and no license plates.
That is the perfect analogy. And, people are definitely taking it for a spin.
It is getting serious real-world traction.
Stripe CEO Patrick Collison publicly praised its performance recently.
Early independent testing is also yielding very interesting results.
A full DeepSWE benchmark run was completed.
SWE stands for software engineering. This tests real-world coding problems.
And it solved 66 out of 113 software engineering tasks.
That is a 58.4% success rate.
That is highly impressive for a totally unknown model.
It navigates actual code bases and fixes deep bugs, but the core mystery still remains. Beat. Why would a developer spend millions to build this and release it anonymously?
I strongly suspect it is a stealth stress test.
A stress test.
Yeah. A massive company wants to see how this model handles immense, unpredictable user loads.
They want to test it before attaching their brand name to it.
Exactly. They need to know it won't break.
So we are basically free beta testers for a tech giant's secret weapon.
We are doing their global quality assurance for free.
It makes sense. Now, if Ox Alpha is the mysterious giant entering the software world, the environment it's entering is rapidly shifting.
The whole ecosystem is moving toward autonomous agents.
And the market valuations are absolutely exploding.
Let's talk about the startup called Inherent.
The team consists of DeepMind alumni. They built an agent called Faraday.
This agent recently beat both Anthropic and OpenAI.
It excelled at reproducing complex research papers.
And it did this despite running on a much smaller Qwen model.
It proves that architecture often matters more than raw model size.
It is all about how the agent's logic is structured.
I mean, I still wrestle with prompt drift myself. So seeing an agent handle that level of complexity autonomously is humbling.
It really changes our perspective on what is possible.
And the infrastructure for these agents is expanding rapidly.
Construct Computer is a great example of this trend.
They are literally giving AI agents their own virtual computer.
The agents can install specific skills. They can build custom tools for your whole team to use.
It creates a dedicated digital workspace for the AI.
Then you have Google Anti-Gravity. They just updated it to support remote control.
This means you can keep working with your agents from another device.
You can start a complex task on your desktop.
Then you can continue it seamlessly on your phone. It is true cross-device integration.
We are also seeing heavy innovation in dedicated coding environments.
Fetch Sandbox MCP is a perfect example of this.
It uses over 70 different API sandboxes.
And it runs directly inside Cursor or Claude code.
It doesn't just write code for you. It fixes your code and proves the solution actually works in a sandbox.
These platforms are becoming incredibly valuable infrastructure. Look at the current situation with Hugging Face.
They are reportedly exploring some massive acquisition offers.
The numbers being discussed are staggering. The offers are worth at least $13 billion.
That is nearly 3 times its valuation from 2023.
It was valued at $4.5 billion back then.
This shows how incredibly valuable AI developer platforms have become.
The foundational layer of AI development is a goldmine.
The hustle is very real everywhere you look, honestly.
Yeah.
Just look at the grok.bot domain situation.
That story is a perfect example of the current frenzy.
A buyer grabbed the grok.bot domain weeks before Grok's latest launch.
It is totally unaffiliated with the actual Grok bot.
Now they are trying to flip the domain for a profit.
They are asking for a wild price. People are aggressively trying to cash in on the rapid pace of change.
The consumer side is changing just as fast, though. Grok Imagine recently got an updated discovery page.
It removes a lot of user friction.
You can jump between features much more easily now.
You can do photo editing and image resizing completely seamlessly.
Qwen also released something highly impressive for consumers.
It is called Longcat Video Avatar 1.5.
It creates incredibly stable talking avatars.
You only need one image and a single voice clip to generate it.
The lip sync is significantly tighter now.
This matters because it bridges the uncanny valley. It makes the digital avatars feel much more trustworthy.
Everyday digital friction is also being smoothed out by localized AI.
OpenLogi is a fascinating example of this trend.
It is a free, local-first alternative to Logitech Options Plus.
It lets you remap your mouse buttons and control DPI.
The best part is it requires no accounts.
It has zero tracking. It processes everything locally for maximum privacy.
Then there is Aximode. It applies AI to your daily commute.
It turns your raw car data into easy-to-understand insights.
It tracks over 20 different vehicle metrics constantly.
It monitors fuel costs and long-term driving trends.
AI is optimizing literally everything we touch.
But with this rapid growth comes inevitable friction. We have to look at the recent industry controversies.
Yeah, the intersection of AI and commercial art is still very messy.
Look at the recent Marvel debate.
Spider-Man. Brand New Day got caught in a major AI art debate.
Fans flagged some wonky concept art in the issue.
A designer stated that Marvel actively screened for AI generation.
Despite their best efforts, controversial art still slipped through the cracks.
It highlights how difficult detection has become.
The regulatory landscape is also shifting dramatically. We are seeing major reversals in corporate policy positions.
OpenAI is a prime example of this shift.
They previously opposed California's SB 53 bill strongly.
Now they actually want the law strengthened.
They wanted to include monitoring models during both training and evaluation.
This is a complete reversal from their past opposition.
It shows how quickly the industry's perspective on regulation is changing.
As models become more powerful, companies want different safeguards.
We are just observing the changing dynamics here. 2-sec silence. So, do these sandbox tools mean human coders are transitioning into mere supervisors?
I think humans will focus entirely on system architecture rather than basic syntax.
We're trading the keyboard for the conductor's baton.
Exactly. We direct the overall flow of logic now. Mid-roll sponsor break read, provided separately.
Welcome back. We just discussed digital sandboxes and cross-device remotes. But what happens when agents get a physical body?
This is where things get truly science fiction. TARS Robotics just introduced something massive to the field.
It is called DeepSWE 3.5. TARS describes it as an embodied-native foundation model.
We should unpack that specific term.
It simply means an AI built directly for a physical robot body.
It isn't just software inside a metal shell.
The core philosophy driving this is fascinating. They call it born as one.
Let's explore how this differs from traditional robotics.
Historically, robotics involved connecting separate modules together later.
You had one distinct module for visual perception,
You had another completely separate module for path planning.
and you had a third module for physical control.
The latency between those modules caused constant errors.
Exactly, because the systems weren't truly unified. Born as one changes that entirely.
Instead of teaching a brain, a set of eyes, and an arm separately and hoping they cooperate, it's like growing a complete connected nervous system all at once.
That is exactly what they are doing. It combines perception, action, geometry, and touch inside one system from the very beginning.
Let's unpack the actual training loop for this model.
It is a highly complex 5-part process.
The first part is the embodied native architecture itself.
Then comes the critical dual prior pre-training phase.
During this pre-training, the model learns 2 core priors before it even moves.
First, it learns basic action patterns.
Second, it learns spatial structure and fundamental physical laws.
Think of it like giving a toddler a basic sense of physics.
It is learning how gravity works before it even tries to walk.
It learns that walls are solid early on. Then comes the intensive post-training phase.
This involves something called the AI World Engine.
This engine actively predicts possible future states in real time.
It constantly compares what different physical actions may lead to.
It uses those predictions to choose better actions instantly.
It simulates the physics before executing the movement.
Whoa. Imagine scaling to 1 billion real-world interactions being predicted in real time.
It is entirely mind-bending. The whole system is continuously predicting, acting, and adjusting.
The training loop includes 2 more vital parts.
It uses scaling validation and continuous data feedback.
The real-world results speak for themselves. TARS says AWE 3.5 is incredibly stable.
It can sustain several minutes of long-horizon closed-loop reasoning.
That means it can perform a multi-step physical task without losing its focus.
That is a massive achievement in modern robotics.
TARS also claims a huge jump in overall efficiency.
They report roughly 2 times higher task execution efficiency than Pi 0.5.
You're positioning AWE 3.5 as a general-purpose model for physical AI.
They are betting their future on this unified approach.
They strongly believe more capable robots will come from training one single model.
This model must understand, predict, and act in the physical world seamlessly. Beat. But what happens when a born-as-one model encounters an environment that violates its pre-trained physical laws?
The continuous data feedback loop instantly corrects its assumptions based on new input.
It updates its own internal physics engine on the fly.
Precisely. It adapts to new realities like a living organism.
2-sec silence. Let's pull this all together. We have covered a massive amount of ground today.
We really have. The pace of modern innovation is completely relentless.
We started our journey with the digital mystery of Ox Alpha.
We explored its massive context window and its free global preview.
Then we moved through a rapidly expanding software ecosystem.
We saw AI agents automating complex coding tasks seamlessly.
We saw Hugging Face reach a $13 billion valuation.
We saw the rise of everyday consumer AI tools, removing daily friction.
Finally, we went straight into the physical world.
TARS is literally giving AI a unified robotic nervous system.
The AWE 3.5 model is pushing physical AI forward aggressively. Beat. I want to leave you with a final thought today.
It is something to really ponder deeply.
We saw that anonymous developers can successfully deploy world-class digital brains like Ox Alpha for free.
We also saw companies proving that robotic bodies can be trained born as one.
The digital and physical technologies are converging incredibly rapidly now. So how long before we see open-source, anonymous physical robotics models walking around in the real world?
And who is responsible when an anonymous robot makes a mistake?
That is the ultimate societal question we have to face soon. Thank you for taking this deep dive with us today. Keep questioning the rapid changes in the world around you. ATRO Music.